Hey football fans, welcome back to my top 5 NFL things to look for this Sunday. Lots of great stuff going on, so let's get to it. Okay, the Washington Redskins take on the New York Giants at 1 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, and all eyes will be on the Redskins cornerback Josh Norman and Giants wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. This will be the first time they meet since last season when the two turned a football game into a full-on UFC match. Now, whatever the beef was last year, let's hope these two can use it to fuel their performance on the field and keep the wrestling in the octagon where it belongs. Although last year's matchup was compelling to view, it was a battle with no real winner. Both players just looked silly and petty. Play football, you guys. And next up, Chip Kelly's 49ers at Pete Carroll's Seahawks. The unstoppable force Seattle's defense meets the immovable object, the 49ers offense. Oh, on paper, this matchup should be a no-brainer, but that's why they play on grass and not paper. The Seahawks offense hasn't gotten off to the start they would have liked, following the 9-3 loss to the Rams. Yes, you heard that correct, the LA Rams. Let's also not forget the history between Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly dating back to their days at USC and Oregon. This one just might be closer than most people think. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised by a 27-6 beatdown by the Seahawks in front of the 12th man of Seattle. Either way, you guys, this should be one of the more entertaining matchups of the week. And next up, we have Ravens-Jaguars. Baltimore is still grieving over the loss of defensive line coach Clarence Brooks, who passed away last weekend. As if Sunday wasn't a winnable game already against the winless Jaguars, the Ravens now will be playing with extra motivation following the loss of Brooks. And another thing to kind of consider, the Jags are 1-11 under Gus Bradley in September since 2013. I'm taking bets on whether he or the Ryan brothers are the first to be fired. Next up, Trevor Siemian, his first road game, you guys, against Cincinnati. Cincinnati will play its first home game of the season on Sunday, and their defense has one job. You all know that meme. It's my favorite. You had one job. Take down Broncos quarterback Trevor Siemian. He has helped the team win their first 2 games, but it'll be interesting to see how he fares outside of his home stadium. Siemian seems like a great fit at quarterback so far for Denver, and nobody, myself included, saw that coming. I'm totally guilty of it. Enter foot in my mouth. The defense is right where they left off last year, and Siemian seems to be leading the offense. Maybe Kubiak does know what he's doing after all. Then we have Lions-Packers, the first meeting since the Packers beat the Lions last season, a la Hail Mary. Was everyone watching that game with their hands over their eyes? Or was it just me? Asking for a friend? Green Bay looked far from perfect in last week's loss, but this is still a good team. Aaron Rodgers and the offense just need to sync up, and once they do, watch out. And just think, the Lions have to head to Lambeau and take on a frustrated Rodgers. Something tells me the Packers won't need a Hail Mary to win this one on Sunday. Detroit is plagued by injuries, so the Lions might be the ones needing the real Hail Mary.